Hi, my name is Stephanie Galsinski, and welcome to Developing Professionally in a Technology-Enhanced and Blended Environment. Today in our schools, we are implementing technology, we are being professionally developed, and I just want to focus on those two things, and I want you to ask yourself, is it working for you? Are you implementing technology effectively in your classrooms? Do you feel like the development and the professional development that you're getting, is it working for you? Do you need things to change? So I want you to think about these things, and as we go through, I want you to start to reflect on how your school year is going, and I want you to think about how has your teaching developed this year? What new techniques have you tried in the classroom? Have you had the opportunity to have professional development this year? And what kind was it? Have you used it? Has it kind of gone to the wayside? Was it exciting? Was it effective? And then secondly, how are you implementing that technology in the classroom that we have so much access to? And do you have the available resources that you need in order to plan effectively? And would you like more school time? Do you need more time to do this? We get all these wonderful things, but do you have time to play in the sandbox with it? Do you have time to see how it works for you, if it's working, and how maybe you need to refine it? And then would you like more time to plan with colleagues? So I want you to think about those things for a minute. And then I want you to think about maybe conversations that you have in the hallway, maybe when you're planning. Do you think about certain concerns? Because some of the teacher feedback that we've gotten so far this year is that the biggest thing that teachers want and educators want is just time. They need time to work with the things that they are learning more about. They need time with the tech tools. They need time to develop. And they just need time to implement these new ideas and these technologies into their lessons so that they're effective. Professional development opportunities. These are concerns sometimes. We go to these wonderful professional developments. We all gather at one time in one place. Does that work for everybody? We have these one-to-one devices. Maybe it's better for you that you learn online at your own pace. Using technology itself. Do you feel comfortable? And then also effectively implementing it in the classroom. Technology resources. Again, do you have what you need and do you know how to use it? And then again, peer planning when it comes to some of the concerns that we've talked about in our meetings. So I want you to focus on two essential questions that I want to give some time to. What changes need to occur in order for educators to have the opportunity to develop professionally? And then also, how can we help each other to meet our needs, especially when it comes to this technology? So our innovative vision, we want to be able to help each other. We have wonderful STAT teachers in the building, and they are doing a fantastic job, but they're one person. So how can we help them help each other, and how can we support innovation and implementation and make it effective in our classrooms? Well, one idea we came up with that we're very excited about is that during our committee times, we'd like to come up with a new committee. We'd like to create a blended learning committee. And you can be part of this committee, and there's a couple different ways. You can be part of what we call the teaching crew. And do you want to think to yourself, do you have tech tools that you feel comfortable with, that you want to share with people, that you're using effectively and you're seeing positive results with? And then maybe you want to be part of the learner crew. Maybe you don't feel super wonderful with these technology tools and how to implement them. Maybe you need some more professional development. We want to be able to help each other because we want to make learning fun and authentic. We did find ways to find more school time since that was a big concern. We can meet every fourth Monday in our small groups, whether it be part of the learning committee or the teaching committee, and don't feel like just because you be part of one doesn't mean that you cannot float back and forth between the two. We want it to be what we need. And then we still have our appy hours with our STAT teacher once a month every Tuesday. So then I want you to also think about blended learning opportunities. We have these devices. What if you cannot be a part of either committee? Maybe you still want to be part of a different committee. That's okay. We're here to help. So cannot take part in either one? All right. We can still learn face-to-face, or we can learn online. We have our devices. OneDrive stores everything we need for a blended community environment. And when we meet with these committees, what we want to do is we want to take these creations that we have, and then we want to store them somewhere where everyone has access to them, whether you're at school, whether you're at home, whether you're somewhere else. We want everybody to learn at their pace when you're ready. So our professional timeline looks like this. We've already talked to administration, and what they have done is they have wonderfully supported us with the idea of creating that time, that school time that everybody wants so much of. And so what we want to do now is we want to identify stakeholders, people that are interested in being part of either part of the committee, whether it's the teaching or the learning, or maybe even both. And then towards the end of this year, we want to create that technology committee to support an online and face-to-face time and committee times that we can develop these tech tools. Then beginning next year, August and September, we want to establish a schedule with committee times so that everybody knows when we want to meet and be professionally developed and what we're going to be working on. But that's something that we need your feedback on too. We want to know what you want to learn more about. We want to be here to support each other. So ongoing throughout the year, we are going to keep revisiting. We are going to continue to develop. We are going to continue to work on the different tech tools that you want to work on in order to become more proficient and make your lessons more engaging and more fun. So a couple of the ones that we've already focused on that we've gotten feedback from you for through our 2 surveys, and then just verbal conversations in faculty rooms and in the hallway. We talked about the idea of formative assessments. That was high on your list. We've come up with a couple that some people are already using and they really like, and some that may be new to you. Here are a few that people really like: Answer Garden, Kahoot, Quizlet, Padlet. These are all ways to assess how students are doing in the classroom, and you just get immediate feedback from these tech tools. A second one that you guys said that you wanted to learn more about was just presentation tools. VoiceThread, Movie Maker, eMaze, all great tech tools, and we have access to so many that we want to make sure that if we're using them well, and we feel comfortable with them. So a couple of the other ones that were high on the list that we pulled out from your feedback and from your surveys we found some additional tech tools when it came to storytelling, when it came to surveys and polling, literacy tools, curation tools, and feedback. And here are some of these ones that we found. Doesn't mean that's the only ones we need to work on. We want to work on what you want to work on. Again, the learning opportunities are there, and we have access to so much information and so many tech tools. If you go to your Innovative Learning Wiki, you'll see that right in BCPS 1, it just has so many sections that you can go to, and everything is highlighted for us. For example, some of the things that we want to work on are those tech tools. We've gotten that from you. We get it. This tech tool, text box tool, is where all these tech tools are. I mean, they're here and they're itemized. And not only do they tell you what they are, they give you a quick synopsis of what they can be used for. So as we're flowing through, I mean, just look at all these wonderful tech tools that we can use. We've got OneDrive, we've got Plickers, I mean, Prezi, wow. You know, there are just so many in here. And don't feel overwhelmed. We want to focus on what you want to focus on. So we're going to start small, and we're going to diffuse. So as we continue with this, we want to make sure that we're constantly evaluating our progress. And every time we meet, we want to keep considering, and every time you're using a tech tool, please consider these 2 models. The SAMR model, it really makes us think about, how we're implementing these tech tools, how we're developing ourselves, and, is this working for us? And then also the idea of the TPACK model. The TPACK model really talks about a way of blending everything together: technology, pedagogy, content. So we really want to keep considering all this as we continue to professionally develop. So just the committee description really focuses on supporting teaching and learning. We want to make sure that we're concentrating on the curriculum and technology because we want to give our students authentic learning. The committee is going to run throughout the year, and we really, really would love for you to be a part of it. You are going to be what makes it work. And then again, just a few highlights on the committee descriptions. We just want to focus on supporting digital tools, also providing that professional development. So the big ideas again: professionally developing ourselves and feeling good about it, and continuing to use these professional developments as we go throughout the year. We just don't want to go to one professional development, be excited when we walk out the door, and never use it. We want to use these. We have so many things at our disposal, and just especially when it comes to the technology. The technology is just what I think for kids makes it a lot more fun and engaging. So since we're at the end, I would love for you to take a survey. A survey has been sent to each of your emails, so please it only takes 1 minute. It's going to ask you quickly about the tech tools that you're interested in, since we went through a few of those. And then also I want you to think about whether you want to be part of our new committee, our Blended Learning Committee. I hope to see you soon. Thanks.